Hello, I'm Grace Park, and I'm 62 years old. I work as a caregiver now. Today I want to tell you my story. A truly dramatic journey through life. Especially about a terrible woman who caused me so much pain. And how I finally got my redemption. It's quite a story. I grew up in terrible circumstances. My father died when I was 5 from liver disease caused by drinking. My mother remarried and left me with my grandmother. Then disappeared from my life. Living with grandmother was incredibly difficult. We were so poor that getting 3 meals a day was a struggle. Grandmother always told me the same thing. Grace, even though we're poor, never bow your head in shame. Yes, grandmother. But you must accept reality. If you don't study hard, you'll suffer your whole life. Following grandmother's words, I studied extremely hard. In our house without electricity, I read books by candlelight. But when I was in 8th grade, grandmother passed away too. That's when I truly became alone. None of my relatives wanted to take me in. Everyone had their own struggles. So at 15, I started working as a live-in housekeeper. I did cleaning jobs, domestic work. Whatever I could find. The first house was incredibly difficult. I worked from 5 in the morning until 11 at night. With no breaks. I barely ate proper meals. My sleeping space was like a storage room. The woman of the house was terrifying. Hey, Grace, you didn't wash these dishes properly. I'm sorry. Sorry isn't enough. Do it again. She scolded me like this several times a day. But I endured it. I had nowhere else to go. Moving from house to house, I learned something important. People are incredibly diverse. Some families treated me like family. Warmly and kindly. Others treated me worse than an animal. At 20, I finally found my path. I started working as a caregiver. It was difficult at first. I had to help patients with their most basic needs. But at least I was treated like a human being. At 26, I met my current husband. He was an orphan like me. We had nothing, but we supported each other. Honey, even though life is hard, let's raise our children properly. Yes, let's give our children the love we never received. After marriage, I had 2 children. Michael and Susan. They were beautiful children. But we always worried about money. My husband worked at a factory. I continued caregiving work. When the children were small, my mother-in-law helped watch them. But she was getting older and found it difficult. Grace, I'm sorry I can't earn more money. Don't say that. Together we can overcome anything. Those were hard times, but we were happy. I understood how precious it was to have a family. When the children started school, I had to work even more. Education costs, living expenses. Everything required money. Sometimes I took care of 2 patients at once. When Michael was in 4th grade, disaster struck. My husband was injured at the factory. His fingers got caught in machinery. He couldn't work for 2 months. Honey, what do we do? How will we pay for the children's school fees? Don't worry. I'll work harder. From then on, I worked to exhaustion. Sometimes 18 hours a day. Caregiving work often meant staying up all night. Despite living so difficultly, I never gave up on my children's education. Both Michael and Susan were excellent students. Michael was especially gifted at mathematics. Mom, I want to go to the top university. Yes, let's make it happen. I'll do whatever it takes. Michael said this in 9th grade. I was so proud. My son wanted to attend the best university. Susan was the same. She wanted to become a teacher. Mom, I want to help people in difficulty, like you do. When did our Susan become so grown up? Whenever my children said things like this, I felt truly fulfilled. All my hardships seemed worthwhile. But reality was harsh. Thinking about high school fees and university tuition made me feel overwhelmed. I needed to find work that paid more money. Through an acquaintance's introduction, I learned about housekeeping for wealthy families. It paid more than caregiving. But this turned out to be the worst decision of my life. The house owner was a woman named Victoria Lee. I was 46. Victoria was in her early 30s. She had married into wealth, divorced, then remarried another wealthy man. When I first went to that house, I was amazed. The house was like a palace. Just the yard was larger than our entire home. "Oh, you must be the new housekeeper." Victoria looked at me and gave a casual greeting. She wouldn't even make eye contact properly. "Yes, I'm Grace Park. I'll work hard." "Really? Let's see how it goes. By the way, our house has rules." That's when it started. Victoria treated me like a complete servant. "The food is too salty." "I'm sorry. I'll remake it." "Don't remake it. You should have done it properly the first time." She found fault with everything like this. No matter what I cleaned or washed, she said it wasn't good enough. But what was harder to bear was her way of speaking. "Hey, woman." She always called me, hey. A woman 10 years younger than me. "Yes? Polish my shoes. I understand. And guests are coming today, so prepare the food properly. If you can't do it right, I'll really fire you." I was angry, but I endured it. Michael was a senior in high school. I needed to save money for university tuition. Victoria treated me even worse in front of her friends. "This woman manages our household, but she's so frustrating." "Why? What's frustrating?" "She can't do anything properly. Her only virtue is being physically reliable." She didn't hesitate to speak dismissively of me in front of her friends. It was truly humiliating. Then one day I discovered something shocking. I accidentally overheard what Victoria said to her friends. "How much do you pay someone like that? $1,500 a month? Even that feels like too much." "Then why do you use her?" "Well, she has hands and feet. I can make her do all the annoying tasks." I was stunned. She treated me not as a person, but as a tool. But the most shocking part came next. Actually, women like this are the easiest to handle. They can never quit because they need money. Right. They'll endure anything because of their children's education costs. Hearing those words, I really started crying. I realized for the first time how pathetic my situation was. As time passed, Victoria's abuse became worse. Especially when I made any mistake, she treated me incredibly harshly. One day I accidentally broke Victoria's favorite vase. I bumped into it while cleaning. Victoria completely changed. "Hey, what are you going to do about this?" "I'm sorry. I'll pay for it." "Pay for it? Do you know how much this costs?" She said the vase was worth $3,000. For me, that was 2 months' salary. "I'm deducting it from this month's pay. And next month's too. If you do that, my family's living situation." "That's not my problem. You broke it, so you're responsible." That day I went home and couldn't even tell my husband. How could I say I had to pay $3,000? Eventually I found additional work at other houses to raise the money. I secretly went out at night to do more cleaning work. I felt like I was dying. But what made it even more outrageous was what I learned later. That vase was fake. Victoria was caught bragging to her friends about it. "You thought that vase was real but it was fake? Ha ha. Yeah, I bought it downtown for $100. But I got $3,000 from our housekeeper when she broke it." Amazing. That's incredible. When I accidentally heard this conversation, I almost fainted. She had lied, claiming a $100 item was worth $3,000. That night at home, I cried alone. I felt so wronged and angry. But I couldn't do anything about it. I had already paid all the money. After that, Victoria's harassment continued. Every day was like hell. "Woman, there's hair on the floor. You didn't vacuum properly, did you? This shirt is wrinkled. Iron it again. The food tastes bad. Make it again." She criticized me more than 10 times a day. She really didn't treat me like a human being. But what I found hardest to bear was Victoria interfering in my personal life. "Woman, you're sending your kids to university? Yes, that's right. What's so important about university? Your children will end up living like you anyway. Please don't say such things. You need to accept reality. Poor children don't change just because they go to university. I felt like I was going crazy. She didn't hesitate to insult my children. She also said things like this. Your son is going to the top university? Ha ha, that's really funny. What do you mean? What will he do after graduation? He'll end up doing housework like you. At that moment, anger rose to the top of my head. But I held it back. Because of Michael's university tuition. I endured like that for 3 years. Until Michael entered university and Susan advanced to high school. It was 3 years of hell. But one day Victoria crossed a line. I had caught a cold and was coughing. Woman, don't spread your cold to me. It's disgusting. I'm sorry. I'll wear a mask. A mask? Just go home. Don't spread disease. But you have so much work today. I don't care. What's a sick person doing here? Then she said this. Oh right, people like you have to work. Even when sick, don't you? Because you're poor. Ha ha. At that moment, I really couldn't bear it anymore. All the humiliation I had endured came flooding back. I'm quitting. What? I'm quitting this job. Hey, what's this suddenly? Why? I can't do this anymore. I said that and walked out. It felt really refreshing, but at the same time, I was worried about how to pay for Michael's tuition. When I came home and told my husband, honey, I quit my job. Why? What happened? It was too difficult. I couldn't bear it anymore. My husband hugged me tightly. You worked so hard. We'll find other work. That's how those 3 years of hell ended. But the scars remained for a long time. I started caregiving work again. Although I earned less money, at least I could receive human treatment. Michael eventually got accepted to the top university. I was truly happy. All my suffering felt worthwhile. Mom, thank you so much. What's to thank? I just did what a mother should do. Without you, I couldn't have made it to university. Hearing Michael's words made me truly proud. Susan also got accepted to Teachers College. She achieved her dream of becoming a teacher. Mom, I'll become someone who helps people in difficulty, like you. Yes, our Susan will become a wonderful teacher. After both children entered university, I could breathe a little easier. Of course, tuition was still difficult, but at least there was hope. Michael had excellent grades in university. He received scholarships and got a job at a major corporation. I was really proud. Susan also became an elementary school teacher right after graduation. She achieved the teaching dream I once had. Mom, now we'll take care of you. Thank you. I'm grateful you grew up so well. Those were truly happy times. All the previous hardships seemed forgotten. Recently, Michael said he wanted to get married. At 34, it wasn't particularly late. Mom, there's someone I want to marry. Really? What kind of person? A really good person. You'll definitely like her. The woman Michael brought was named Diana Kim. She was truly kind and beautiful. Hello, I'm Diana Kim. Nice to meet you. Please take good care of our Michael. Yes, I'll treat him well. Diana was really a good person. She was polite and clearly loved Michael. But the problem was that Diana's family was very wealthy. Her father ran a large company. Mom, don't worry. Diana doesn't care about such things. Still, shouldn't we prepare something for the family meeting? It's fine. Just be natural. But I was very worried. How could ordinary people like us meet with a wealthy family? When the family meeting date was set and the location decided, something amazing happened. I learned who Diana's mother was. It was Victoria Lee. That evil Victoria was Diana's mother. At first, I couldn't believe it. I hoped I was wrong. But when I confirmed it, it was true. I wondered whether to tell Michael. But knowing how much Michael loved Diana, I couldn't bring myself to speak. What should I do? I worried so much about what would happen when I met Victoria at the family meeting. But a few days later, I heard even more shocking news. Diana's father, Mr. Robert Kim, wanted to meet me. Why? He says he wants to greet you in advance because of his daughter's marriage. This was really unexpected. Usually families meet at the formal meeting. But he wanted to meet beforehand. When I met Mr. Robert Kim, he was truly a good person. Not arrogant at all. Actually quite humble. Hello, I'm Robert Kim. Yes, I'm Grace Park. Our Diana really likes Michael. I wanted to meet you. Thank you. Our son also likes Diana very much. Then Mr. Kim suddenly said something strange. Do you know my wife by any chance? Your wife? Her name is Victoria Lee. At that moment I was really flustered. I didn't know how to respond. I thought I should mention it in advance. Yes? My wife has a rather difficult personality. If she's rude at the family meeting, I apologize in advance. Mr. Kim seemed to know Victoria's personality. He looked clearly apologetic. No, it's fine. And there's one more thing I need to say. Yes? If my wife was rude to you in the past, I'm truly sorry. Hearing that, I realized. Mr. Kim knew how Victoria had treated me in the past. By any chance, are you the person who worked at our house back then? Yes, that's right. I'm truly sorry. I didn't know. Mr. Kim apologized with genuine sincerity. He was the complete opposite of Victoria. It's fine. It's all in the past. No, I know my wife was too harsh. Please don't say such things. Actually, I considered divorce back then. But I endured it because of Diana. Hearing Mr. Kim's words, I had mixed feelings. This good man had been living with a woman like Victoria. If you want to avoid the family meeting, I'll understand. No, it's fine. Thank you so much. Diana really loves Michael. So the family meeting date was set. I was really nervous. I was afraid to meet Victoria again. But also curious. On the day of the family meeting, we arrived a bit early. Michael and Diana were with us too. Mom, don't be nervous. I'm not, it's fine. When Victoria appeared, I was really surprised. She had completely changed. She looked much older than before. Somehow haggard. At first, she didn't seem to recognize me. But when she looked closely, she showed a shocked expression. Could it be? Hello. Victoria was completely flustered. The confident attitude from before was nowhere to be found. How? Victoria couldn't complete her sentences. Mr. Kim said from beside her. Honey, say hello. This is Michael's mother. Oh, yes. Hello. I could feel Victoria's voice trembling. Where had gone the confidence when she used to call me, hey, woman? The family meeting began, but Victoria kept looking around nervously. If it had been like before, she would have said dismissive things about me. But this time she stayed quiet. Michael and Diana introduced themselves to each other. Both sets of parents exchanged greetings. The atmosphere was better than expected. It seemed good because Mr. Kim was such a nice person. Michael is really a fine young man. Please take good care of our Diana. Our son is lacking, but we're grateful he met someone as good as Diana. But during the meal, Victoria suddenly spoke up. I feel like we've met somewhere before. Oh, that's... Mr. Kim was about to speak, but I spoke first. Yes, that's right. I used to work at your house. At that moment, the restaurant became quiet. Michael and Diana looked surprised too. Mom worked at our house? Diana asked. Yes, I was young then and didn't know much. Victoria was completely frozen. She seemed to want to say something but couldn't open her mouth. Then Mr. Kim spoke. Actually, I should have mentioned this earlier. My wife was very rude in the past. Father, what do you mean? Diana was confused. I waved it off saying it was fine. But Mr. Kim continued. I'm truly sorry. I didn't know back then. It's fine. It's all in the past. But Victoria still said nothing. If it had been like before, she would have made some excuse. But she was completely withdrawn. Michael spoke up. Mom, was it that difficult back then? No, don't say such things. Mom suffered so much. Michael knew how difficult it was when I worked at that house. I hadn't told him the details. But he saw me coming home exhausted every day. Then Diana suddenly stood up and bowed to me. Mother, I'm truly sorry. Diana, what did you do wrong? For our mother treating you that way. I'm really sorry. Tears welled up in Diana's eyes. She was truly a kind child. Victoria finally opened her mouth. I'm also sorry. Her voice was shaking. The arrogant attitude from before was nowhere to be found. I was too harsh back then. It's fine. I've already forgotten everything. But I hadn't forgotten all that humiliation and pain. The family meeting ended awkwardly. But we decided to proceed with Michael and Diana's marriage. It wasn't the children's fault. When we returned home, Michael asked, Mom, are you really okay? I'm fine. It's all in the past. Still, how difficult it must have been for you back then. Don't think about such things. Thanks to that, you could go to university. But my heart was complicated. Seeing Victoria again brought back all those memories vividly. A few days later, I got a call from Mr. Kim. Could we meet if you have time? Yes, what's the matter? I want to talk about my wife. When we met, he told me shocking things. Actually, my wife has been suffering about that incident ever since. What? She's been feeling guilty, I suppose. This was really unexpected. Victoria feeling guilty? Especially about the vase incident. Oh, you know about that? Yes, I found out later. I'm truly sorry. Mr. Kim was genuinely apologetic. Actually, we even separated for a while because of that. You did? I couldn't believe my wife had done such a thing. Now I understood why Victoria looked so haggard. But we got back together because of Diana. My wife is reflecting deeply too. Then that's fortunate. Could you possibly forgive her? For the children's sake too. Mr. Kim's earnest request moved my heart. For Michael and Diana's sake, I couldn't remain tied to the past. I understand. I'll forget everything. Thank you so much. But deep in my heart, resentment toward Victoria still remained. Wedding preparations began. Diana was truly a good child. She really tried to serve me well as her mother-in-law. Mother, how is this? Good, do as you wish. Your opinion is important. She was truly a kind child. The complete opposite of Victoria. About a month before the wedding, I got a call from Victoria. Could we meet? What's the matter? I want to apologize. A proper apology. This was really unexpected. Victoria asking to meet first. It's fine. I've already forgotten everything. No, I have something I must say. We decided to meet. We met at a hotel coffee shop. Victoria had really changed a lot. I'm truly sorry. The first words were an apology. I must have been crazy back then. Don't say such things. No, I was really crazy. I didn't treat people like human beings. Tears welled up in Victoria's eyes. Especially the vase incident. I'm truly sorry. It's already in the past. I want to return that money. It's fine. No, I must return it to you. Victoria was apologizing with genuine sincerity. I don't even understand why I did such things back then. I think I was under a lot of stress after remarrying. I understand. No, even so, I had no right to do that. Victoria continued blaming herself. Actually, my husband was really angry about that incident. I see. He even talked about divorce. It was natural. But you're fine now. We stayed together because of Diana. But I've been suffering continuously. Hearing Victoria's confession, my heart softened a little. Please really forgive me. I've already forgiven you. Thank you. A few days later, something truly amazing happened. Victoria came directly to my house. Mother, please accept this. She handed me an envelope with $3,000 inside. What is this? The money I took for the vase back then. I said it was fine. No, I must return it to you. Victoria begged earnestly. And with interest, I'll give you $5,000. That's not necessary. It is necessary. I need to do this to find peace of mind. Eventually I accepted the money. I could feel Victoria's sincerity. Thank you so much. I'm more grateful. It seemed our bitter relationship had finally been resolved. The wedding day approached. It was truly a beautiful wedding. Michael and Diana looked so happy. Mom, thank you so much. What's to thank? It's natural. Could I have become this without you? You did well on your own. But in my heart, I felt truly proud. All the hardships felt worthwhile. At the wedding, Victoria treated me respectfully too. It was completely different from before. Co-mother-in-law, you've worked so hard. No, it's natural. Please take good care of us from now on. Yes, me too. It was truly a different world. That Victoria treating me so respectfully. Michael and Diana returned from their honeymoon looking truly happy. Mother, we have good news. What news? We're having a baby. I was truly happy. I would see my grandchild. Really? When? The baby is due next spring. Diana will have a hard time. It's fine, Mother. Diana was truly a good daughter-in-law. She treated me like her own mother. A few months later, a beautiful granddaughter was born. We named her Sophia. Grandmother, isn't our Sophia pretty? She's the prettiest in the world. Holding Sophia made me truly happy. All the hardships seemed forgotten. Victoria also became a grandmother and adored Sophia. Co-mother-in-law, our Sophia is really beautiful. Yes, she's like an angel. We must raise her well from now on. Of course. Now I could talk naturally with Victoria too. Sophia seemed to connect us. These days I live for the joy of caring for Sophia. She's almost 1 year old now. Grandmother. Every time Sophia calls me, I feel truly happy. And Michael got promoted at his company. Diana is planning to return to work after maternity leave. Mom, please take it easy now. What are you talking about? I'm still healthy. Still, please stop working now. There's the job of taking care of Sophia. These are truly happy days. Recently Victoria visited again. She brought clothes for Sophia. Co-mother-in-law, these are clothes for Sophia. Thank you. I'm more grateful. For what? For forgiving me for what happened back then. Victoria still occasionally brings up that incident and apologizes. She seems to have really changed. Don't talk about such things anymore. Yes, I understand. People really can change, I think. Looking at Victoria makes me think so. Now I'm truly happy. My son is living well. My daughter is preparing to marry a good man. My granddaughter is growing up healthy. Sometimes I think about it. Without those hardships back then, today's happiness wouldn't exist either. Everything seems to have meaning. When times are difficult, you wonder why such things happen. But later you see there are reasons for everything. The incident with Victoria was the same. It was resentful and difficult at the time. But now it seems to have made me stronger. And above all, seeing Victoria change, I realized that people can always start over. These days I enjoy my caregiving work too. Not for survival like before. But truly for people who need help. Teacher, thank you so much. When patients say this to me, I feel rewarded. Michael sometimes asks, Mom, don't you have any regrets? Regrets? About what? About suffering so much back then. What's to regret? You children turned out so well. I really have no regrets. I think all the hardships were meaningful. When Sophia grows up, I'll tell her grandmother's story. How hard grandmother worked. That any difficulty can be overcome. Sophia, grandmother once upon a time. I'm already looking forward to it. And Susan is also planning to marry soon. She met a really good man. Mom, I'll be a good daughter-in-law like Sister Diana. Yes, our Susan should live happily too. There are so many things to be grateful for. Recently, Victoria and I do volunteer work together. We help elderly people living alone. Co-mother-in-law, doing this work makes my heart feel at peace. Yes, it's rewarding too. Victoria works really hard too. I think it's her way of making up for past mistakes. One day Victoria said, "I learn so much from you, co-mother-in-law." What do you learn? Your attitude toward life. Your strength in overcoming any difficulty. There's nothing like that. There is. I really respect you. Hearing Victoria's words felt strange. The person who used to look down on me so much now says she respects me. Life is really unpredictable. The person who seemed like an enemy back then is now a colleague doing volunteer work together. Mr. Kim is also truly grateful. He calls occasionally to check on me. Sends gifts during holidays. "Mother, please stay healthy. Thank you. Our family is happy because of you." He's truly a good person. Maybe Victoria was able to change because she married such a person. These days I often say, life is a boomerang. I really think so. If you do good things come back to you. If you do bad things come back. Victoria seems to have realized this too. That's why she's trying hard to do good things now. The same goes for me. Instead of holding onto the wounds from difficult times as resentment, I changed them to forgiveness. And greater happiness came to me. Sophia has already started talking. "Grandmother, I love you." When I hear such words, I feel like I have everything in the world. Michael also received an offer for overseas assignment at his company. "Mom, what do you think?" "It's a good opportunity. Go for it." "What about you?" "I'm fine. Susan is here too." "What about Sophia?" "You can take her with you." Michael is still thinking about it. He seems worried about leaving me behind. "Mom, are you really okay?" I said I'm fine. Your life is important. I'm really okay. My life is happy enough now. Sometimes when I look back at the past, it seems truly eventful. But I have no regrets. All those experiences made me who I am today. Especially the incident with Victoria taught me a great lesson. I realized how important it is to forgive rather than hate people. Even now, sometimes difficult things happen. But thinking of those times, nothing seems like much. I gained confidence that I can overcome any difficulty. And above all, I learned the preciousness of family. Michael and Susan, Diana and Sophia too. I'm truly grateful. These days, the time I spend with Sophia is the happiest. "Grandmother, play with me." "Yes, what does our Sophia want to do?" "Let's go to the park." "Good, let's go." I don't know how precious such ordinary daily life is. Victoria also adores Sophia. Our Sophia is the prettiest in the world. That's right. I hope such happy things continue. They will. I really think they will. Everything seems like it will go well now. Thank you so much for listening to my story until the end. If anyone is going through similar difficulties, please don't give up. Time will surely bring good things. And remember that forgiveness brings greater happiness than resentment. Please subscribe and like this too.